Excuse me. Hi. We're gonna be just a minute, so why doesn't everybody have a seat?
All right, everybody nicely and quietly take a seat.
No.
Put it on.
No.
Put it on.
No.
You've been wearing the same clothes for 31 hours now, Josh.
I'm not getting spruced up for these people, Donna.
All the girls think you look really hot in this shirt. Bonnie? Yeah? Tell Toby he's changing his shirt.
Right. You're late.
I'm having kind of a weird day.
Leo's daughter's class is waiting with their teacher and a couple of parents in the Roosevelt room.
I don't know what to say to them.
You're supposed to tell them about the building and its history. You need anything?
I need someone to tell me about the building and its history.
Just fake it.
Can't fake it.
Of course you can fake it.
Which one's Leo's daughter?
What does it matter?
I want to make a good impression. What does she look like?
I don't know.
Okay, I'd just like to thank you for all your help.
Sure.
Hi, I'm sorry to be late.
Mr. Seaborn, Mallory O'Brien.
Hi.
And these are the 4th graders at Clear Lake Elementary School who wrote the best essays on why they wanted to visit the White House.
Well, that's just great. Why don't we get started? My name is Sam Seaborn, and I'm the Deputy Communications Director. What does that mean, exactly? Well, to begin with, I'm a counselor to the president, mostly on domestic matters, though generally not security-related. I work with Toby Ziegler, the communications director, and C.J. Craig, the press secretary, on crafting our message and getting it out through the electronic and print media. And while my functions here are generally perceived to be politically skewed, it's important to remember that it is not the DNC, but rather your tax dollars that pay my salary. So I work for you, whether you voted for us or not.
Mr. Seaborn, maybe you could give us some history.
Sure. I graduated law school 8 years ago and started working at Dewey Ballantyne.
Actually, I'm sorry to interrupt. Actually, I meant a history of the building.
The White House.
Yes.
Sure. The White House, as you know, was built several years ago, mostly, if I'm not mistaken, out of cement. The room we're in right now, the Roosevelt Room, is very famous. It is named after our 18th president, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. The chairs that you are sitting on today are fashioned from the lumber of a pirate ship, captured during the Spanish-American War.
All right, kids, I need to speak with Mr. Seaborn. Sit tight for a second. Hi.
How you doing?
I'm sorry to be rude, but are you a moron?
In this particular area, yes.
The 18th president was Ulysses S. Grant, and the Roosevelt Room was named for Theodore.
Really?
There's like a 6-foot painting on the wall of Teddy Roosevelt.
I should have put 2 and 2 together.
Yes.
Look, the thing is, while there really are a great many things on which I can speak with authority, I'm not good at talking about the White House.
You're the White House Deputy Communications Director, and you're not good at talking about the White House?
Ironic, isn't it?
I don't believe this.
Wait a minute, please. Could you do me a favor? Could you tell me which one of those kids is Leo McGarry's daughter?
Why?
Well, if I could make eye contact with her, make her laugh, you know, just see that she's having a good time, it might go a long way to making my life easier.
These children worked hard. All of them. And I'm not inclined at this moment to make your life easier.
Ms. O'Brien, I understand your feelings, but please believe me when I tell you that I'm a nice guy having a bad day. I just found out the Times is publishing a poll that says a considerable portion of Americans feel that the White House has lost energy and focus, a perception that's not likely to be altered by the video footage of the president riding his bicycle into a tree. As we speak, the Coast Guard are fishing Cubans out of the Atlantic Ocean while the governor of Florida wants to blockade the port of Miami. A good friend of mine's about to get fired for going on television and making sense, and it turns out that I accidentally slept with a prostitute last night. Now, would you please, in the name of compassion, tell me which one of those kids is my boss's daughter?
That would be me.
You.
Yes.
Leo's daughter's 4th grade class.
Yes.
Well, this is bad on so many levels.
Yeah. Hold on, please.
Dad, I'm sorry, but Sam asked me to have lunch with him, and I need your permission.
Hang on. What do you need my permission to have lunch for?
Sam?
She says she always asks her father's permission before she has lunch with fascists.
Oh, yeah, okay.
He's in favor of school vouchers, Dad.
No, Mallory, he's really not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
I read the position paper.
It's opposition prep.
Opposition prep.
When we're gearing up for a debate, we have the smart guys take the other side.
You stood there and argued with me.
Yes.
Why?
You made an appointment.
Sam!
Would the two of you take it outside?
I thought you were trying to drive a wedge between us.
Yeah, but now you're just boring the crap out of me.
Hey!
Mallory, education is the silver bullet. Education is everything. We don't need little changes. We need gigantic, monumental changes. Schools should be palaces. The competition for the best teachers should be fierce. They should be making six-figure salaries. Schools should be incredibly expensive for government and absolutely free of charge to its citizens, just like national defense. That's my position. I just haven't figured out how to do it yet.
You stood there and argued with me.
We can continue the argument, but it's lunchtime now. We're gonna have lunch.
You're taking over?
I'm taking over.
Dad?
Yes, you may go have lunch with a fascist.
Come along, Sam.
You're doing fine.
Okay.
The ships will be registered in Libya and Panama, so they won't be subject to the OPA, which wouldn't allow an American company to keep a tanker like this in service very long.
I think 2017.
I think 2015, and we'll check that, but you get the idea.
I think all that's left then is to dot the T's.
Actually, I have a thing. I have a thing I was going to mention, just a proposal to throw out there. When I was a congressional aide, we had an expression no idea was too stupid to say out loud, so here it is, and bear me out. Instead of buying these ships, don't buy these ships. Buy other ships. Buy better ships. That's my idea.
What's he talking about? That's a perfectly fair question, Sam. What the hell are you talking about?
And the good news is we have a no penalty clause we can exercise if we pull out before the 1st of December.
But Sam, we want these ships. This is as little as we've ever paid for a fleet.
Well, there's a reason why they don't cost a lot of money. They're 20-year-old single-hull VLCCs that nobody else wants. When they hit things, they will break, and they will hit things, because they don't have state-of-the-art navigation systems. They don't have G3 tank gauging or EM5000 engine monitoring, the recommended stay-electronic or electropneumatic ballast.
And yesterday, he didn't know the difference between a ship and a boat.
Sam, I thought you told us you covered our liability.
I did. Strictly speaking, I did, but there's a broader liability to think about. People drove past Exxon stations after Valdez.
We've got PR firms for PR problems.
There's a Suez tanker ready to launch in the Koji Island shipyard in Korea. Chevron just dropped the option. It's sitting in a cradle. Let's go get it.
Sam, can I talk to you for a second?
308,000 deadweight tons, carries 2.2 million gallons. You can have it today for $46 million.
Sam?
$46 million.
That's a good price.
Sam, what are you doing?
I think I have an obligation.
What are you doing?
Maybe they want to buy safer boats, but we never gave them the option.
Are you trying to get fired?
Maybe they're really going to thank us for this suggestion.
Knock it off, Sam.
Look.
Knock it off.
I'm looking, operator, I'm looking for the number of a law firm in Manhattan. Here's the thing, I can't quite remember the name of the firm, but no, wait. I just got back from New Hampshire where I saw this guy, and now I have to, listen, it's a very famous firm. They handle Shearson. You must know, okay, you know what, okay, bye.
That's amortized over
15 years.
Pre-tax?
Sam? 15-year pre-tax amortization.
$11 million extra.
We're back to this.
Money's going to be spent, Mr. Locke. You can spend it now or you can spend it later, but it's cheaper to spend it now.
Sam.
It's also the right thing to do. Spend $11 million extra.
Sam.
Spend it on a better boat.
Damn it!
The Amico Cadiz, 68 million gallons of crude oil off Brittany, France. Brayer, a Liberian tanker, 26 million gallons off the Shetland Islands. I just pulled these off the internet last night. The Exxon Valdez, the Aegean Sea, the Argo Merchant. Look it up.
I'm sure they're
Spend
aware.
$11 million extra.
Sam, that's enough.
You don't want to pay for it? Pass the expense on to us.
Sam.
Half a penny at the tank. Look, here's $5. 1,000 people are on me.
Sam.
Sam, we are in the middle of a meeting.
Yeah.
Sam, we're not indifferent to the concerns of the environmentalist. Excuse me, Sam?
Yeah.
It doesn't quite feel like I have your attention.
Yeah. Not gonna need that.
Sam, please keep your seat. Sam, where are you going?
New Hampshire.
Honest with you, I didn't even know we had offices down here.
That bodes well for me.
I wonder what else we got down here.
Bats, possibly.
Room 442 is what we're looking for. I wouldn't be surprised if we see it any second now.
You really didn't need to take me down here.
There's no way you'd find it yourself.
You're the White House Chief of Staff. You shouldn't be.
Don't worry about it. 442? Where the hell is it?
You've been really decent to me, Leo. I want to thank you for that.
Kid, the others are gonna come around.
No, they won't.
See, you gotta remember that the people you're talking about live their lives under siege, 24 hours, every day, at a time in their lives where they're trying with all their might to do good. You're in their foxhole. Sam Seaborn had this innocent relationship with a girl. Bam, here comes the enemy. I'm a recovering alcoholic. Bam. Radio, TV, magazines, cameras in front of my house. People shouting at my daughter at the ball game. Editorials, op-eds. He's a drunk. He's dangerous. He should resign.
I wrote one of those op-ed pieces.
I know. It's right over here. 442. It's written down here, this is the steam pipe trunk distribution venue.
I'm working in the steam pipe trunk distribution venue?
No, you're working in your office.
Well, thank you for the help.
Hey. Hey.
Hey.
Did you talk to Steve Joyce and Mark Brookline?
Yes, I did.
See, I was told you were just going to be working the majority counsel's office, which I wasn't wild about to begin with, but it's my understanding I'd be talking to Brookline and Joyce, seeing as how they work for me.
I was taking initiative.
Well, wasn't that spunky of you?
Sam, do you think there's any chance that you could be rude to me tomorrow? Tomorrow is Saturday. I will be here. You can call me and be rude by phone, or you can stop by and do it in person. Because I think if I have to endure another disappointment today from this place that I have worshipped, I am going to lose it. So if you could wait until tomorrow, I would appreciate it.
Anyway. The jury returned a $7 million. I'll be back in just a second, okay? Ainsley? Look, can I talk to you for a minute? All of us really trying to say, who did this? Who did this?
I don't know.
Yes, you do.
Don't worry
Who
about
sent
it.
you this?
Don't worry about
Ainsley?
it. Sam?
How did your meeting end up going with Brookline and Joyce?
It went great, Sam. I talked to them for a couple of minutes, and I think that... Sam?
Did anybody order a pizza, and if they didn't, could they do it now?
You know what, guys? When I write something, I sign my name. Here, I'll show you.
Sam!
You have any idea how big of a harassment suit you just exposed us to? She works here. Which is more than I could say for either one of you. You're fired. S. Seaborn.
Sam, I don't know who you think you are around here, but you can't fire us.
Oh, yes, he can. Leave here and don't ever come back. It's time for both of you to write your book now.
Sam and I are gonna work for a little bit. You'll have draft copies to distribute to the press in about 3 hours.
It was already distributed.
What do you mean?
It was already distributed.
You have to get it back.
I can't get it back.
CJ?
They know you're polishing it.
Well, I'm doing more than polishing it, CJ. You got to get it back.
I'll tell them there's a new draft.
And you've got to get the old draft back.
They're not going to read it.
They might.
So what?
It's very bad writing, and it's got my fingerprints all over it.
Sam!
CJ, try to get it back. Come on.
Miss Craig, you know what you'd like for dinner?
Oh, try to get it back.
Yeah.
I'm calling on all Americans, young and old, Democrat, Republican, or none of the above, to make education a national priority.
Okay.
None of the above. It's a pedestrian phrase and has no place.
Yep.
Also, was education not a national priority before?
Right. It's an easy fix. All we need to do is... Know what?
No, it's not an easy fix.
Sam?
This should...
Yeah?
Oratory should raise your heart rate. Oratory should blow the doors off the place. We should be talking about not being satisfied with past solutions. We should be talking about a permanent revolution.
Where have I heard that?
Permanent revolution?
Yeah.
I got it from a book.
What book?
The Little Red Book.
You think we should quote Mao Zedong?
We do need a permanent revolution.
Still, I think we'll stay away from quoting communists.
You think a communist never wrote an elegant phrase?
Sam?
How do you think they got everybody to be communists?
Let's take a walk.
Toby, you're the one for the last 6 months who's been saying we need a radical approach.
Yes, I have. And I got shouted down in every meeting. I'd love to write a speech about a radical new approach to education, but we don't have one. So unless we can come up with an idea and implement it before landing in Portland, I prefer not to paint a picture in the interest of great oratory. Let's take a walk.
Can't great oratory inspire an idea that can be implemented?
We had 6 months. We're not doing it half-assed. We're not doing it tonight. Let's go.
Where?
Up and down the plane. Get the blood flowing.
Mao knew how to get the blood flowing.
I haven't heard the big idea.
Sir, the speech is in pretty good shape now.
Yeah. As you know, I began my campaign. What happened to 100,000 new teachers?
Sir?
No money?
No teachers.
Toby.
There aren't 100,000 new teachers. We can't make people be teachers.
We can give incentives.
In certain public districts, there are tax incentives.
Well, it's not doing the trick.
No, I know. But for right now.
What's that mean?
I'm sorry?
What does that mean?
I was just scribbling.
You wrote down, send them to college.
I was just scribbling.
What did you mean when you wrote down, send them to college?
No, because it's like circling horses in the paper but not making the bet.
Tuition incentives.
Mr. President?
Talk, Charlie.
Mr. President, if this was an idea, somebody would have had it already.
I find fault with that formula.
Well,
What?
the government will send you to college or law school or medical school if you spend 3 years in the armed forces when you graduate. Why not?
College tuition to anyone and everyone who wants to go to college in exchange for they teach in the public school we send them to for 3 years.
Why can't that idea be floated?
Anybody know how we pay for it?
That comes next.
Yes, it does come next. So for the moment, why don't we...
Kick this around.
Mr. President,
I'll be in my study.
Sir.
Incredible sky tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Colonel Beach.
Speech is fine now.
Toby.
Speech is fine.
100,000 college
It's an overly
scholarships?
simplistic.
Toby.
You wanted me?
You should tip the press off. We might float an education initiative.
I just told him.
We're not floating.
We might float, I'm saying. And you should give them heads up.
Excuse me. I need to go look like an idiot.
We're not floating a policy initiative, Sam. I don't care if it's a trip to the moon on gossamer wings.
Look.
It's pie in the sky, to say nothing of patronizing, to have privileged Ivy Leaguers play teacher to America's most vulnerable children.
The people taking advantage of this aren't going to be overprivileged.
How do you suppose the teachers union will feel about it?
They'll have 100,000 new members.
All of whom will leave after 3 years.
Most of whom...
And the kids will be abandoned as well.
They won't be abandoned.
Their teachers will
Once
leave.
you're in 5th grade, what do you care what your 4th grade teacher's doing?
Sam.
Toby, these people are going to be role models to kids who don't have much contact with young, successful college graduates, many of whom have grown up in neighborhoods just like theirs.
Sam.
Toby, we could have...
Sam! Where are we getting the money? Where are we getting the money?
I was really mortified that I froze up on that speech.
Yeah. Should have told me a few days ago.
Galileo 5.
You can feel the adventure.
Yes, indeed.
NASA's great at naming things.
They are.
Mercury, Apollo, Atlantis, the Sea of Tranquility, the Ocean of Storms.
Good names.
First time I heard Galileo 5, the way the imagination immediately, it reminded me of the way folks in my generation felt when we heard Yellow Submarine.
Okay.
We really did all want to live in a yellow
I
submarine.
can't believe they gave you people driver's licenses.
Tell me where we're going again.
Tomorrow's briefing rehearsal.
Why?
To rehearse.
Say the name.
I said the name.
Say it again. Your imagination, like a child, will explode with unrestrained possibilities for adventure.
Galileo 5.
You didn't say it right.
I said it fine.
Say it again.
Who wrote this intro?
I did.
You're from NASA Public Affairs?
Yeah.
You mind if I give it a polish?
Is there a problem?
No, it's great. You mind if I change it?
I'd prefer if you didn't.
Just the same.
Public Affairs has cleared the text. If it's going to be changed, I'd prefer if the president changed it.
See, that's kind of what he pays me to do, so.
Look, I don't want to step on your toes. You don't want to step on mine. We're both writers.
Yes, I suppose, if we broaden the definition to those who can spell.
Excuse me?
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. President.
Sir, this is the crew from NASA Public Affairs.
How you doing?
Sir, we're going to run you through the drill for tomorrow morning. First of all, you'll be flanked on either side by the Flight Operations Manager, David Narakawa, and NASA Chief Administrator, Dr. Peter Jobson. On either side of them will be Dr. Samuel Thurman of the Meteorite Analysis Team from the Johnson Space Center and Dr. Joyce Gray Sutton, planetary geologist from Cal State Northridge. On these monitors, you'll be seeing the images beamed back from the surface, and on this computer screen, you'll be able to read the questions being sent in by the kids. I strongly urge you.
Yes.
I strongly urge you.
I know.
I strongly urge you, Mr. President, to act as moderator and pass the questions off to one of the experts on the panel rather than answer it yourself.
Yes.
Would you like to see some of the questions?
We have questions in advance.
Some of them. Would you put them up?
Sure. Katie, 6th grader, Green Oaks, Junior High School, Austin, Texas, asked, how old is the planet Mars? That's a great question, Katie. The planet Mars is 4.6 billion years old.
What did I just say?
I knew that one.
Nobody likes a know-it-all.
Yes, God forbid that while talking to 60,000 public school students, the president should appear smart.
That's fine. Just don't show off.
I don't show off. Stevie, 4th grader, PS31, Manhattan, asked, what is the temperature on Mars? Well, Stevie, if one of our expert panelists were here, they would tell you the average temperature ranges from 15 degrees to minus 140.
That happens to be wrong. It ranges from 60 to minus 225.
I converted it to Celsius in my head.
Thank you.
Can I see the intro?
It's up on the prompter.
Good morning. I'm speaking to you live from the West Wing of the White House. Today, we have a very unique opportunity to take part live in an extremely historic event which, whoa, boy.
How you doing, Mr. President?
Who wrote this intro?
I did, sir. I'm Scott Tate from NASA Public Affairs.
Scott, unique means one of a kind. Something can't be very unique, nor can it be extremely historic.
While we're at it, do we have to use the word live twice in the first two sentences like we just cracked the technology?
Look,
we're also broadcasting in living color, right?
Sam?
Yeah.
He's going to make some changes.
You gonna clear him with me?
I doubt it. Write this. Good morning. 11 months ago, a 1,200-pound spacecraft blasted off from Cape Canaveral, Florida. 18 hours ago, is it 18 hours ago? We're on the air at noon Eastern.
Yeah.
18 hours ago, it landed on the planet Mars. You, me, and 60,000 of your fellow students across the country, along with astroscientists and engineers from the Jet Propulsion Lab in Southern California, NASA Houston, and right here at the White House, we're going to be the first to see what it sees and to chronicle the extraordinary voyage of an unmanned ship called Galileo 5.
He said it right.
Sam?
Did you know there's a swimming pool underneath the press briefing room?
I didn't.
There's a swimming pool underneath there. And I'll tell you what else. According to the OMB efficiency auditor, there are more people working in the West Wing of the White House than at any point in history.
You want to free up office space by kicking out the press corps?
Yeah.
And putting in a swimming pool?
I realize that there's some flaws in my logic.
Yeah. Leo needs a favor.
What?
He needs you to go to dinner at Ben and Sally's and apologize to Karen Cahill for making fun of her shoes.
I didn't make fun of her shoes.
He did.
I don't have any problem with her shoes.
Leo did.
What was his problem with her shoes?
Doesn't matter, just do what you usually do.
Here's the thing.
What?
I don't do well with Karen.
Why?
I get nervous.
What happens?
I become unimpressive.
In what way?
In many ways.
You don't fall down, do you?
When?
With Karen.
Once.
You'll be fine.
You think?
You'll be impressive.
I never have been before, but that's no reason to think I'm not going to do it.
Right.
You know why?
Doesn't really matter.
Perseverance. You get right back on the horse. I'm going to sit there, and she's going to go home saying, that Sam Seaborn's impressive. I'm going to say nice things about him.
Reach for the stars, Sam.
I will.
Good.
Did the president say that the stats were even more staggering right here in Washington, D.C.?
Yeah.
Would you remind me to clarify that?
Why?
He was in Louisville, Kentucky when he said it.
Hey.
Hey,
You got my note.
about moving the press room to the OEOB. Yeah. I did.
And?
Don't let anyone ever know that you wrote it, and don't ever mention it again under any circumstances.
Moving the press room?
See what you did?
CJ.
You mentioned it.
Look.
You did it again.
No, I didn't.
You were about to.
Just the OEOB, just across the street.
We're not getting a swimming pool, Sam.
No, we're not getting a swimming pool, but we can get much-needed office space, and we can put a little physical distance between the press and the president, and we can put them just across the street in the state-of-the-art facility.
By state of the art, you mean?
A room with electricity.
The press doesn't want physical distance from the president, and the American people would prefer the president didn't have physical distance from the press.
CJ.
We can't exile the press.
The room I'm talking about is 100 yards from where we're standing.
It sends a signal we're trying to hide things from them.
We are trying to hide things from them. But I don't think we're going to be any better at it if they're across the street.
No.
I'll get more information for you.
I don't need more information.
So that you can ruminate.
I don't need to ruminate.
Excellent. Josh.
How'd it go?
Hang on a second. What do you need? Did the monthly DNC go out yet?
It's going out now.
Is there time to tack on a question?
Yeah, Donna, get me the polling center at Global Strategies Group.
Yeah.
What's the question? CJ thinks if we move the press out of the West Wing, the American people will object. She's crazy. So I want to show her numbers.
Mike at Global Strategies.
I want to tack on a question, okay? Would you object to... Would you have... yes or no, would you have an objection if... What should the question be?
If the White House moved the press corps to Trenton, New Jersey, would you give a flying?
Okay. Would you object to the White House moving the press room out of the West Wing and into a facility across the street? Read it back.
How'd it go?
It went great.
Thank you.
I had to talk to Karen Cahill last night.
Did you fall down at all?
I did not. In fact, we were talking about the stability of former Soviet republics and their fear of Islamic extremism, and I have to say that I made some very scholarly points regarding the remaining nuclear weapons in Kyrgyzstan, and I have to believe, not to see...
Kazakhstan. Nuclear weapons are in Kazakhstan.
Is it Kyrgyzstan?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Kyrgyzstan has no nuclear weapons.
No.
Kazakhstan's a country 4 times the size of Texas and has a sizable number of former Russian missile silos.
Yes.
Kyrgyzstan's on the side of a hill near China and has mostly nomads and sheep.
I'm sure you got it right last night.
Yes. I'm sure. Okay.
You're sure?
Yes.
No, I mean, it's not possible that he...
His code name was Blackwater. He copied by hand State Department, White House documents and delivered them to the Soviets. They included
Sam.
Roosevelt's plans to enter the war.
You can't tell her. You have to tell her something else.
Possible recruitment targets.
Sam, it was...
Lists of communists and communist sympathizers at the State Department and National Recovery Administration.
Sam.
What are you, out of your mind? I'm telling you right now.
No. No, Sam. Please, you really can't do this.
Secret memoranda on the U.S. negotiating stance at Yalta?
Please stop walking.
Good, because Stalin needed an advantage, and we wanted a fair fight.
Sam, nothing good comes from telling her.
The truth isn't good?
Not right now, no. The father's not going to live another 3 months. Let it go till then.
I'm not her fairy godmother. She asked me to look into
I'm
this.
saying you wait 3 months
Hey.
until you're in a bad...
Donna?
Listen to me. You're in a bad place right now, and you shouldn't make this decision. If you don't tell her tonight, you can tell her tomorrow. If you tell her tonight, that's it.
Donna.
It was people pushing paper around 50 years ago. Why does it matter?
It was high treason, and it mattered a great deal. This country is an idea, and one that's lit the world for 2 centuries, and treason against that idea is not just a crime against the living. This ground holds the graves of people who died for it, who gave what Lincoln called the last full measure of devotion, of fidelity. Do you understand the last full measure of devotion to treason against them is...
Sam.
There was a translator in the Hungarian trade mission named Shaba Demsky. She was murdered in 1952. She was about to reveal the name of a Soviet agent called Blackwater. This girl's gonna find out who her father was.
Sam. You meant grandfather.
Tell me there's good news.
You ever heard of a woman named Shaba Demsky?
No. Sam?
I'm sorry, Stephanie, I wasn't able to get access to the people I needed to have it considered this time around. Why don't you tell your father you'll be able to try again in 3 months?
So, you're open to it?
Absolutely.
That's all he needed. That's all I needed. Did you hear?
You should call him right now.
Can I use the phone on your desk?
Yeah, dial 9.
Everyone was right about you, Sam.
Sam's the man.
Bob.
Sam?
How have you been?
I've been well.
Hey, you know what? You remember that UFO you were tracking over Maui? Turned out to be an abandoned Russian satellite. One of its rockets didn't fire, so it couldn't re-enter.
So you would have us believe?
No, really.
Yes, of course.
Why don't we get to it, Bob?
Absolutely, Sam. On behalf of 2 different congressmen, I would like permission to tour the U.S. Bullion Depository.
Where's that?
Fort Knox, Kentucky.
Talk to the Treasury Department.
We have, and not at all surprisingly, they've said no.
Why do you want to tour Fort Knox?
It's been brought to our attention that of the 8,500 metric tons of gold that are stored there, only 1,000 remain.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Who brought it to your attention?
Let's just say a friend of ours.
A human friend or...
Sam, I know what you think of me and the work I do. I've lived with this attitude my whole life. My father lived with it too. I'm seeking a presidential order for the depository to be audited.
Well, I'll pass that along.
I'm sure you will.
Bob.
Has the president ever toured the vault?
No.
No, only 2 presidents have, Roosevelt and Truman.
You think there's something funny going on?
I and 2 congressmen think the gold has been replaced.
With what? I won't get sucked into this.
Sam,
I won't get sucked into
the
this.
Papoose Lake spacecraft,
There's no such thing.
taken from Roswell to Groom Lake in 1947. A little piece of land called Area 51, my friend.
This is like Dungeons and Dragons camp all over again. We tested U-2 planes at Area 51.
Which is why, in 57, they had to take Papoose to Fort Knox.
I've got news for you. 10 years ago, the Secretary of the Air Force concluded an exhaustive search for records.
Oh, I read it. And my father read it. And the report concluded that the activities in the desert were balloon research.
It was balloon research.
A crew was retrieved.
They were anthropomorphic dummies.
Sam, patronize me, laugh at my work, but please don't minimize the lifetime my father spent in this pursuit. The man had 3 PhDs. There were bodies at Roswell Army Airfield Hospital.
Excuse me. When did your dad pass away?
Pardon?
When did he pass away?
3 months ago.
Excuse me.
Listen.
I'm sorry. I'm in there with this guy. You wouldn't believe it. He insists the government is concealing evidence of extraterrestrial contact, and we've got it at Fort Knox.
We were able to make a deal with Billy. They'll pull off the island right away. In exchange, we meet with a delegation, political affairs, Navy.
It's not going to look like we caved.
We'll get slapped by the right, but they're not going to want to piss off the Latinos.
Good.
You know what else? We're going to Tahiti with Amy.
You're kidding.
Day after tomorrow. So, this guy...
Yeah, the thing is, he kind of inherited the family business.
I gotta go online and buy Tahitian things.
Okay. Bob.
Yes?
I was just talking to, let's just say I talked to an associate. This associate has higher clearance than I do.
And?
You can keep pursuing this. And I imagine you will. But we can't give you the proper paperwork you'll need to audit the vault. You understand?
Oh, I think I understand.
Do you?
Wink's as good as a nod to a blind man?
Yeah. Listen, these 2 congressmen, they're Democrats.
I'm not at liberty to say.
I understand. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sam.
Charlie, I'm eating it on Red Mass, and I don't want to show it to Toby yet. Would you mind reading it for me and then hitting me in the head with a fairway wood?
Yep.
Janet, or Jeanette, as I sometimes like to call you.
Sometimes I like to call you Cupcake. Is that okay?
Totally.
Deductibility for tuition.
You had a leadership briefing?
Yes, and I'm so happy I could dance in a musical, I swear.
That'd be a tough ticket to get.
It's wonderful, and I can only assume that it was your idea.
As a matter of fact, it was Josh and Toby, but I can see where you'd make the mistake. It does have the flavor of me, the insouciance.
Yeah.
So guess what I've been asked to do?
Validators.
Line up validators.
And you're asking me?
Well, you are the third-ranking non-male member of the minority on Ways and Means.
Well, when you say it like that.
Listen, the economists are going to say it's good policy. The college presidents are going to talk about shrinking financial aid budgets.
Where do you want me?
Sunday mornings. I'll make you book. Congratulations, Jeanette.
I'll do my best.
Your best is very good.
Oh, by the way, I was just called. Horton Wilde is in the hospital. He's had a heart attack.
Horton Wilde isn't the same as Thornton Wilder, is it?
I'm talking about California.
Because if Thornton Wilder had a heart attack, that'd be remarkable news.
You don't know who Horton Wilde is.
He wrote Skin of Our Teeth.
He's the Democrat running in the 47th. How is it possible that you don't know who he is?
Has a Democrat won the California 47th in the last 100 years?
No.
That's how.
Well, maybe if when the Democrats had the White House, there was a little more attention paid.
To Orange County? What kind?
Knowing the candidate's name, say. This was his fourth one, by the way.
Fourth what?
Heart attack.
The Democrats have nominated someone who's had 3 heart attacks.
Yes.
And do you think I don't care enough about what kind of signal does this send to... I have to talk. No, this isn't going to be a part of my life.
Wow, you just did a whole thing all by yourself.
Yeah, I do that.
Thanks again for the opportunity.
I'll pass it on to Leo.
Seen you on TV.
Yeah?
You look younger.
TV ages you, it's the lighting.
I meant on TV, you look younger.
Okay.
I voted for the other guy.
Yeah, a lot of people did.
Didn't want my taxes raised.
We're not gonna raise your taxes.
Well, Vinnick was gonna cut them.
Not for you, for the guys you drive around.
Like you?
Hey, you think I could afford to travel like this on my own?
You just let the American public pay.
We almost there?
So they're looking at a prolonged windup.
Well, you told them they're liable for all new business until notice of dissolution's been given to all their creditors?
Nah, because I've only been doing this for 28 years. Look, Leiter is hell-bent on a dissolution. I'm sorry, can we help you?
If you'll all excuse me for a moment. I thought you'd never call. I may have forgotten about the hours.
You're here.
It would seem.
Outstanding. Ooh. There you go.
Hey, stop. Your sentimentality is embarrassing us both. When was the last time you took a vacation? Vacation? Time off from labor? Thought to be restorative, salubrious for body and soul? Not to mention mental health?
I don't remember.
Okay, if I'm your boss, that's really the wrong answer. Neuroscientists have found that when people who describe themselves as politically committed listen to political statements, they respond only with the emotional side of their brain. The area of the cortex where reasoning occurs stays quiet.
So those people screaming at each other on cable really can't help it.
And guys like you and me are quantifiably a little nuts. And so could benefit from the occasional break. You people don't take office for another 10 weeks. I think you could afford to spend one of them lying on a beach somewhere.
Yeah. I got a thing. I've starred which are meetings. I've X'd out which are blow-offs.
I haven't officially said I'm in.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, Sam Seaborn, our new Deputy Chief of Staff. Knock him dead, Tiger.